Welcome to That's Good Sports. I'm Brandon Perna, and I have to give the Los Angeles Chargers credit. No NFL team has figured out more ways to lose a football game than them. Not even the Jaguars, who they recently faced. At least with a team like the Browns, you never expect them to win. The Chargers are always in it, and then they pull out at the last second, like a young couple trying to avoid pregnancy.
Once again, they pulled it out.
That's the Chargers, and let's take a look at one of the worst meltdowns I've ever seen. This episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. There's a link in the description. If you use my promo code, that's good, you're gonna get $20 off your first ticket purchase. You can preview your seat before you buy it on SeatGeek, and they rank all their ticket prices so you know what kind of deal you're getting. You know if you're getting screwed. That's what I'm trying to say. Promo code, that's good. It'll save you $20. Save money, don't be an idiot. The Chargers are in a league of their own. The only thing they're missing is a drunk but charming coach to lead them to success. It takes a whole team to lose, and Los Angeles started by allowing this fake punt to go the distance. But what this game should be known for is the worst final 2 minutes of football play in 2017 and possibly in NFL history by both teams. Jacksonville was trailing by 3 with 2 minutes left in the game and were driving with their fearless leader Blake Bortles at the helm. And when I say fearless, I mean it. There has not been one interception in his career that has scared him from doing it again. Losing a game will never scare me, Blake Bortles. No, it won't. And that's exactly what he did here. Throwing a pick to Tre Boston, giving Los Angeles the ball back with less than 2 minutes to play. Surely this Chargers team can get one first down and run out the clock from here, right? Wrong. Instead, you have a running back who scored 2 touchdowns earlier in the day, seek contact, and has the ball jarred loose, picked up by Tashawn Gibson for the touchdown. Game over. Jags win. Jags win. Almost. Gibson was down by contact, so they put the ball back in the hands of their fearless leader. Somehow, with tremendous field position, Jacksonville manages to back themselves up into a 3rd and 25. And when I say somehow, I really mean how the fuck they did that. Why? Marquise Lee, in a state of complete dipshittery, starts celebrating a flag that he assumes is called on the defense for unnecessary roughness, which is ultimately picked up as the refs decided no harm, no foul. And instead, he draws a penalty for taunting or unsportsmanlike conduct. At this point, Lee's like, hey, I thought no harm, no foul. And the refs were like, that's true, but shake your penis at me and that's a foul. I will not tolerate a big old swinging dick looking at me. I'm a ref, god dang it. So at 3rd and 25, what does Blake Bortles do with the team in field goal range? He throws another interception to Tre Boston. He has to be trying to lose here, right? There's not a Jaguar even close to Boston on this play. Just like in real life, I've never seen a fucking wild Jaguar roaming the streets of Boston. What are you doing, Bortles? Well, maybe he knows the Chargers can't move the ball and that their punter certainly isn't going to do them a favor by booming this punt to save his team's ass. Jacksonville resumes on offense with 58 seconds left on the clock. And Bortles nearly has his 3rd pass picked off by Tre Boston, which would have been funny because his name literally means 3. Tre. Tre Boston got Tre picks because Blake Bortles plays with a Tre-inch brain. The Jaguars were crawling off the field, which is done once a game to pay homage to the 4-legged majestic creature they're named after. This ritual forces one of the best players from the opposing team to do something stupid. The victim in this game, Joey Bosa, who was flagged for roughing the passer, making this game-tying field goal a chip shot for Josh Lambo. And finally, after countless mistakes, penalties, and turnovers, this game gets to go into overtime. Now to recap those final 2 minutes, we witnessed 2 Blake Bortles interceptions, a Chargers fumble, a 3-and-out, a taunting penalty, a roughing the passer penalty, and a game-tying field goal by former Chargers kicker Josh Lambo, and a partridge and a fucking pear tree, which also almost picked off Blake Bortles. Overtime wasn't any kinder to either team. Jacksonville received the ball, took a good 5 minutes off the clock, and then punted. Philip Rivers asked God why he must continue living in hell after Keenan Allen dropped this first down pass. As a man of God, Rivers sure doesn't get any favors from the man or woman above, as evident by this death nail interception by A.J. Boye, who simply takes the ball out of Travis Benjamin's tiny, weak girl hands. I have a pair, so I can spot them from a mile away. Funny thing about having girl hands is that girls do not like to be touched by them. He returns the ball to the 1 or 2 yard line, and guess what? Somebody from Jacksonville gets flagged for taunting again. So instead of being on the 1 yard line, where one of the best backs in the league, Leonard Fournette, could run it in, the Jags are backed up and forced to remind the Chargers they opted to ride with a young ho instead of a Lambo. Which is crazy because you can pick up as many young hoes as you want with one Lambo. Josh Lambo is a man who has football in his name. Josh Lambo Field twists one of the 1,000+ knives sticking in the Chargers organization as he kicks a game-winning 35-yard field goal. Wait, no, it's not that fucking easy. Why would it be that fucking easy when the Chargers could make it easier by lining up offsides, moving the attempt up 5 yards? Now, I wish this game would have ended in a tie. That's what these teams deserved on this day, and it nearly happened as Los Angeles blocks the field goal attempt. They blocked the kick, but God really does hate Philip Rivers, and the ball still splits the uprights. The gooch is loose, and Lambo is the happiest man in Florida, not high on meth or fucking an alligator, or both. Heard that's fun. And for the 85th time in his career, Philip Rivers finishes a game looking like this. That is how you do not finish a football game. Great lesson for all you young ballers across the country. This episode is sponsored by BetDSI.com, one of the best sports books out there. If you use my code GOOD25, you're gonna get $25 off your first wager that you place. You can bet on any game, any sport. The code GOOD25 gives you $25 free. So you literally risk nothing and you gain the chance to win more than $25. I am like an angel trying to give you money or help you lose money you don't even have. Win-win. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Subscribe here on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you got to share these videos. If you don't share them, it pisses off Mark Zuckerberg, and then he doesn't give me any love on Facebook. I'm on Twitter at Brandon Perna. If you ever want to talk football, I talk there with football stuff.